I was 29 when I finally thought I'd escaped the shadow of the father who dropped me on the curb at 19 with just a duffel bag and the words, "Don't ever come back." Then the lawyer's letter arrived, Grandpa's will reading. I walked in, and there he was, Victor Hayes. Sprawled in the leather chair like nothing had ever happened. The first thing out of his mouth still rings in my ears. "Well, Princess, looks like the old man finally did something right. Our family cabin up in the Cascades, Cedar Hollow Retreat, was worth $1.48 million. Victor leaned forward, eyes shining. "We'll turn this place into a real empire. Together. Just like the old days. Together." The word hit me like a punch to the gut. He never sent a single dollar for my textbooks. I called him from a laundromat at 2 a.m. begging for rent money he didn't pick up. He didn't even show up for my graduation. The only reason I survived the last 10 years was my grandfather, Elias Hayes. He'd quietly slip gas cards into my glove compartment. When the roof leaked, he didn't yell, he showed me how to fix it. And that night Victor locked me out, Elias whispered through the phone. "If he throws you away, I'll be the one who catches you." A few weeks after Grandpa's small, quiet funeral, the letter came. I always knew Cedar Hollow existed, our family's secret little piece of forest heaven. But I never imagined it could actually change my life. And I definitely never imagined Victor would stroll in acting like the perfect son, already calculating profits. The conference room smelled like polished wood and old resentment. The estate attorney, Ms. Rivera, sat at the head, next to the probate judge. On one side, Victor, my mom Claire, eyes glued to the floor, silent as always, and my older brother Ethan, scrolling his phone like this was just another boring meeting. I sat alone on the other side, heart pounding. "Everyone here?" the judge asked. Mom gasped. Victor's face went white, then bright red. "This is coercion. He wasn't in his right mind. We have proof." He was forgetting names, mixing up dates. Ms. Rivera slid a folder across the table. "Your father insisted on video recording the signing. Multiple witnesses, including his neurologist, confirmed he was completely competent. He knew exactly what he was doing." I stared at the page. Grandpa's signature, strong, steady, sat under words that felt like armor he'd made just for me. Victor lost it. He was senile. Confused. "We can fight this." For the first time, I spoke, voice quiet, "But I leave full ownership, full control, and all benefits of Cedar Hollow Retreat to my granddaughter, Olivia Hayes, with these strict conditions." Victor's shoulders relaxed. He even reached out like he was going to hug me. "Perfect. We'll help you, Liv. We'll make it huge." Ms. Rivera didn't let him finish. "I'm not done. Condition 1, no selling, leasing, mortgaging, or transferring the property for at least 7 years without Olivia's written consent, only hers." Victor's smile cracked. Condition 2, no family member, specifically Victor Hayes, Claire Hayes, or Ethan Hayes, can take any management role, make decisions, or handle money unless Olivia gives explicit, notarized permission. The room went dead silent. Ethan muttered, "This is a joke, right?" Condition 3, if anyone tries to challenge the will, question Olivia's ability, or interfere in any way, Cedar Hollow immediately goes to the Mountain Youth Refuge charity, zero benefit to any Hayes. Clear. You visited him twice in 4 years. You wouldn't recognize confusion if it hit you in the face. Our eyes locked. I saw that hallway 10 years ago, his finger pointing at the door, his last words, "You're dead to me." Then he stormed off. Ethan followed. Mom lingered a second, gave me one heartbroken look, and disappeared. That night I drove straight to Cedar Hollow. The cabin appeared through the trees, wooden walls glowing silver in the moonlight, porch swing still swaying gently. Inside smelled like cedar and memories. I didn't start with spreadsheets or business plans. I opened the old guestbook and read the messages from families who came back year after year. Grandpa's handwriting in the margins, "Keep it simple. Let people breathe." I called my best friend Riley, the one who drove me to college when my car broke down, who paid for my half of the pizza when I was broke. Together we listed repairs, built a simple website, and shot a raw video about what Grandpa really wanted, a place for second chances. Bookings came slowly at first, a weekend escape, A small writer's retreat. Every 5-star review felt like a quiet victory. Victor didn't wait long. Rumors started spreading in town. The girl has no idea what she's doing. Victor's just trying to save the family legacy. Then the lawyer called. Victor was officially contesting the will, claiming undue influence and lack of capacity. But Grandpa had been ready. The video testimony played in court. His voice, weak but certain. If my son tries to twist this, tell him I've been watching his tricks since he was old enough to cheat at cards. The judge ruled in my favor. The charity clause stood. Victor left with nothing, face like thunder. Today Cedar Hollow is doing better than ever, not some fancy corporate resort, but a real sanctuary. Booked solid most weekends. Families come back, kids run wild on the trails, couples renew their vows on the deck. Some evenings I sit on the porch, watching the sun drop behind the ridge, and I think about Grandpa's last gift. It wasn't just a cabin. It was proof that love can outlast betrayal and that sometimes the strongest walls are built from the people who tried to tear you down. So tell me, if the person who abandoned you tried to take the one thing that finally felt like home, would you hand over the keys or fight for every single inch of it?